Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Nomad Musings, where this evening we kind of ponder winter nights. Long, long ass winter nights. Dark, cold, boring AF, dudes. I'm telling ya. Oh my gosh. Because everybody, pretty much when the sun goes away, that's just behind the mountain, it's still an hour until dark, but when that goes away, it gets cold and everybody just goes into their own places. And so we're all sitting in our rigs, all by ourselves, having dinner, amusing ourselves. You're lucky if you have a pet to play with and keep you warm. Me, I've got a plant. Don't get me wrong, I love my plant, but she's in the tent and she doesn't take real well to hugging and into snuggles and stuff like that. So, you know. What do you do to amuse yourself all evening long? Because it pretty much starts at 6. I don't go to bed until at least 10, if not later, but at least 10. So you got to amuse yourself. How do you do that without getting into trouble? And by trouble, I don't mean, is that the cops? No, not that kind of trouble. Calories. Because there are sweet souls out here that give you yummy, yummy candies for Christmas. Bags of truffles. Amaretto truffles. This one's next. Hold that. Right there. Oh, there's more. Every time I reach in, there's another truffle. It's like, stop that. Hard to resist. But if you're not reaching for the chocolates, what else is there to reach? Well, more potential trouble because there is the white elephant, and you swap with the right people and you end up with a nice little bit of something something. I've had help drinking this. I mean, it was just like the other night that we did that, Christmas Eve. So, but don't want to be playing all over that. And, it's like, do I smoke my brains out? Later. Makes it really hard to talk. You know how that. So yeah, that's kind of an issue out here, is what to do with yourself in the evenings. And then again, mornings can be a biatch, because if you go to bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock, you get your sleep and you are awake at like 5, 5:30. Oh, sure, you had to get up and pee before then, but this is your second time to have to get up and pee, and you are awake. You know how long you gotta wait for that sun to come up? Just for it to get light. Hours. And then for it to get warm enough where you can actually use your fingers to do something. Another hour or two. I can't even function until like 9 a.m. is when I emerge from this cocoon, because it's warmer in here. As soon as that sun clears that hill, this curtain here comes down so I can get some solar. I don't care what it is. It's warmer than having this hanging up there. It's just, it makes for really long, boring nights, long, boring mornings until you can get up and get going and go get your coffee. So when you wake up, it's in the 30s here. I mean, it might say 40 in town, but it's a couple, 3-4 degrees cooler here. And when you're getting down around freezing, it's going to be a crapshoot as to what's going to be working in the kitchen. I know my fingers won't be because I can't feel, because it's really, really cold out there. I still got to pick up some propane so we can do the dueling oven, or rented lips. So I've been amusing myself. Yeah. But I've got some plans for some more upcoming videos for eating cheats. I just have been cheating on the eating, but I've been discovering some things, so I'm going to be sharing that with you. Hang tight. And I've still got something really, 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 really fun in the works. I've just got to schedule everybody to make this happen. I really want to do this. It'll be good. And super exciting, a little whoop-de-doo in a otherwise boring evening. I got 500 subscribers. That's what they call them. I call y'all new friends. And I find that very exciting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you tune in. You like what you see. Um, Wave to mom and the sisters, because that's who this channel is originally for. Is just let those guys know that I'm not dying on the side of a road or being gutted by a bear in the wilderness or whatever, because they don't understand this lifestyle. A lot of people don't. I respect that. A year ago I barely knew this existed. Now I'm living it. So it's not for everybody, but it's worth trying if you think it might be for you. And we got the RTR coming up in just a couple of weeks. That's super exciting. Got some friends starting to float in. I mean, my Minnesota girls came in the other day, and now we got my camping wifey is going to be coming up, and my camping bestie is going to be coming on over, and just yeah, and it's really going to be cool. So fun is to be had. The RTR is coming up, the WRTR ahead of time. Girls only, no boys, no cooties. And then if you don't like all that other, stuff that's there for, there is the party-R, where you just come up and hang out and have a great time. So you got options up here. And lots of places to stay. I was out at Plamosa Road today, and there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of room out there. It's further out of town, but it's a whole lot less lumpy, bumpy, nasty, and dippy than, say, what we've got here or over at Skaddenwash, where we were last year for the volunteers. Or should I say earlier this year, because we still have a few more days on this year when it actually was. Gosh, where did that year go? Nuts, isn't it? Damn. I'll be okay. Interesting to see what the next year brings. Fingers crossed I can get me a working gig and a paycheck. Otherwise, this channel is going to turn real bummer. But, I'll be okay. I will be okay. Something is going to come up. Going to work all the angles I can during the big tent show and see what I can score for the season and go from there. So, wish me luck on that. And I think I'm going to wrap this up and catch you guys certainly before the year is up. It's getting close, though. I hope you got some fun New Year's Eve plans and safe New Year's Eve plans. I know, no normal, no behaving, but no stupid, no drunk driving. Don't get all fucked up, get behind the wheel. Don't be a douche. There's your tip for the year. Don't be a douche. Don't wrap it up by being a screwball and messing up a whole bunch of stuff for everybody next year. So wishing you guys the bestest of the rest of this year. And until I get back here with some cooking tips or what have you, just remember, if you're coming out here in the wintertime, bring stuff to amuse yourself. I'm not a TV watcher. I'm not a movie watcher. I play my games. They get boring after a while. It's the same freaking games. So, here I am. But I have ways to amuse myself. And I do believe I shall. So, I will catch you kids down the road. Shutterbug out.